الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. أما بعد، فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Dear brothers and sisters, after praising Almighty Allah and sending salutations upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, following the advice of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I advise all of you, including myself, to fear Almighty Allah as He should be feared. Whoever fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world, Allah will make his hardship easy for him, and Allah will provide him his sustain from the ways which he would never imagine. And also on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove the fear from the heart of the fearful person. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the path of taqwa in this world easy for all of us, and count all of us among al-muttaqoon on the day of judgment. Dear brothers, there was a masjid, and that masjid was built by very pious people. People who build a masjid, they build with the mud, and they make the bricks out of that mud, and they use some of the trunks of palm trees, and everybody, the leader of them and the normal person of them, they all contributed in building the masjid. They all contributed in every possible manner they could do. Someone provided the trunks of the palm trees, some of them came physically, they made themselves wet with the mud, and some of them became the labor over there, and everybody, every individual was involved in building the masjid. And the purity and sincerity behind that masjid was so much so that with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in couple of months or couple of years, that masjid got filled to the extent that they had to think that we need an extension. And they consulted the people that let's make the extension to this building. And they all gather, and one of the persons said, let's buy this land next to the mosque and we'll extend the masjid on that land, and I am going to pay all the expenses. And that man bought that land and he built and he extended the masjid. And that masjid was considered to be the biggest masjid of the city at that time. People from all around, they gathered there. They learn the knowledge. They pray there. They sit in i'tikaf. They pray and they learn. And many poor people gather there. So people of the wealth, they bring their food and distribute between them. And these poor people who are sitting in the masjid, it became a kind of tuition center where they started learning Islam from those who have more knowledge. And that masjid, Allah gave it so much qabool and acceptance in the people that it became a community hub. It became a kind of focal point in the community. Every single activity which was happening for the betterment of the community, it was happening in that masjid. From as small thing as just 5 daily prayers, or consultation on small issues, or marriages happens. So as big as a consultation about the state matters, wars, fights, defense, prison. And not only that, but it became a kind of emergency hospital for a time. And masjid grows and grows. People started coming. Those who established the masjid, they died, they passed away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept them and give them highest place in Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la. And the masjid grows. Time passes, masjid grows. All the time throughout the history, the masjid started growing and growing to the extent that the first time when that masjid was built, the whole city, as big as was that city, today that whole city is that masjid. And I'm talking about the masjid of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Masjid al-Nabawi al-Sharif. I'm talking about the masjid where we wish and desire and save our pocket money to go and perform the salat there. I'm talking about the masjid where you go and perform the salat, you will get 1,000 times extra rewards. I'm talking about the masjid which is the ideal masjid for the ummah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm talking about the masjid where Muslims from around the world, they wish to die in that place and bury over there. And that masjid was built upon the taqwa, upon the piety, upon the sincerity, the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you know, the person who extended the masjid, what is his name? His name is Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He has so many good deeds and great events in Islamic history that anybody who will just read a little bit about Islam, he will come across with his name, Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. There was no occasion in the history at the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam where the wealth is needed, but the Uthman's name is not there. You will never find this. All the time. And masjid extended to the level that some of the project Uthman radiallahu ta'ala an he had at that time, they became the part of the masjid today. Imagine Uthman radiallahu ta'ala an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the best reward. Khalifatul Muslimin. He died. He died and his account book is closed. All the reward and the sins closed. But what sort of life he had, what he did, that your desires, your money which you are spending to go to that place, the reward is going in his pocket. Imagine that. And this masjid is the masjid. Throughout the history, it was no time, never, that nobody performed the salat over there. All the time somebody continuously praying over there. All for salat happening there. Never stopped. All the time throughout the history, people visited that place. People sat in their itikaf in that place. Imagine the whole reward of that one. The whole reward of that one. And that is the beauty of your religion. That is the beauty of your religion, that the reward will go to Uthman radiallahu ta'ala an without decreasing your reward. Dear brothers, if we are living, we have to understand the purpose of the life. We have to learn the lessons from the life of Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Indeed, there were many other Sahaba who have done similar things. But Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu's name come again and again and again because every occasion he was in front. There was an occasion that the people of Medina was troubling. They were feeling trouble because they did not have the drinking water. They had to buy the water from the person who owns a well. So it came to the knowledge of Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu that people have to pay for the water. So he went to that person and he said, why don't you sell me this well? So he said, no, well business is really good well, because there is no investment in it. One time you have it, you just take the water out all the time. You fill, you empty it tonight and by tomorrow morning it will be filled again. So no investment. So he was not agreeing to sell. So he said, no, okay, at least sell me half of it. So that was the businessman and he said, oh my God, Usman is asking half of it. Usman is really clever. He's really good businessman. So he might bring more people from close by villages as well. They will come and buy the water from us. So he agreed. You know, he agreed for 20,000 dirham. 20,000 dirham of the time of the Prophet ﷺ is hundreds of thousands of pounds, you can imagine these days. He bought it. You know what he did? He said, Fi sabilillah. Waqf fi sabilillah. This is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he said this is for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the people started coming and getting the water. And the deal between him and the businessman was, one day he will take the water out and another day that businessman will take. All the people started coming to take the water in the turn of Uthman radiallahu ta'ala. And the other day nobody was going because they had to pay. And Uthman radiallahu ta'ala made it free. And then the man came to Uthman radiallahu ta'ala and he said, okay, I would like to sell all. Take it all. Uthman radiallahu ta'ala paid him another 20,000. And then he took the entire well and he made fi sabilillah. And that well these days is under the masjid of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I'm not sure whether it is alive or not, but that place is under the masjid of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's why we should take a lesson from Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He had the wealth, as most of us have the wealth. But what is the difference between his wealth and our wealth? The difference between his wealth and our wealth for most of us would be the matter of faith, the matter of iman, the matter of aqidah. His aqidah, his iman that yes, wealth is very necessary, because he was direct student of the Prophet ﷺ, and Prophet ﷺ taught us that earn for this dunya as you are living in this dunya forever. Earn, put efforts, use your brain. Don't a person who has the tawakkul without the means, without taking any means to get that thing. He is like sitting next to the river and making hand like this and asking water to come in his mouth. Never happen. He has to bend down and take the water to drink. This is the means. You have to take the means. So take all the means, use all the means, then do tawakkul upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what the Prophet ﷺ has done. He learned this from the Prophet ﷺ and he applied it in his life. And then same time, he learned this as well, that earn for your akhirah as you're dying tomorrow. Most of us take this first part, but we forget about the second part. No, that is the balance Islam wants to create. And look at this. Their aqidah was this ayah of the Quran, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَضْ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Whatever you have, it is going to perish. It is going to finish. Subhanallah, imagine whatever you have, start with your parents. Are your parents going to live forever? Yanfad. They will perish, they will die. What about your children, your spouse? They will die. Your job. You have very good job today. Tomorrow you might not have that. As soon as you pass that age, you will get retirement. Finish. Anything you have, your house, your car, whatever you possess, every single thing, think about it. Everything. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَضْ. This is the rule. This is the aqidah of the Muslim, that whatever you have, it is going to finish, it is going to perish. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. And whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, it is going to remain. It is going to remain. And this aqidah was so much depth in their hearts, that whenever it comes to anything, they always see the akhirah. They were the people of akhirah oriented people. Always look at the akhirah. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. So they want to deposit something with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was the Sahaba. That was all the Sahaba, if you see. That's why you will find another story. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. There was a small lamb, baby lamb was slaughtered in the house of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. And then she distributed everything except one shoulder. Except one shoulder for the house, for the Prophet ﷺ. And all the lamb, rest of the lamb, she distributed among the people. To the poor people, to the relatives, to the friends, family members, she distributed. And when the Prophet ﷺ came and he asked, what do you have? She said, everything has gone except one shoulder. Look how the Prophet ﷺ corrected her, and he said, no, don't say like this, Aisha, no. Don't say everything has gone, no, that's wrong. Say, everything is here except this shoulder. Everything is here, we have everything, because whatever you have spent it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have deposited in Allah's bank. That will remain safe. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. This was the aqidah they had. This was the aqidah there. That's why you will see all the time Sahaba come. There was people, once the Prophet ﷺ, he made an announcement that we need help for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know the story of Umar and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, he went and he said, oh, Abu Bakr Siddiq, all the time he brings a lot of sadaqah and khairat for the sake of Allah. He spent a lot for the sake of Allah. Today I am going to compete with him. I'll take over him. So he went, he brought half of his wealth and he came to the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ. Oh, half of his wealth. Imagine half of his wealth. Whatever you possess. If you possess a million, make it half. If you possess just 10 pounds, make it half, and think, half of your wealth is going. he brought to the masjid of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, "O Prophet of Allah, this is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." And in few minutes, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala once came. And he said, "O Prophet of Allah, this is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You make the announcement that you are in need, here you go, take it." Look at the aqidah. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Umar radiallahu ta'ala, "What have you left in home?" So he said, "O Prophet of Allah, for the sake of Allah, I have given half and have left half at home." So the Prophet said, "MashaAllah, very good, very big, generous heart." He said to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, "What you have left?" He said, "O Prophet of Allah, by Allah, I have left Allah and His Messenger at home and brought everything over here. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ." Whatever you deposited in the bank of Allah, it is going to remain. This is the aqidah. This is the aqidah. Dear brothers, this whatever we have in our hand, al-malu malullah, the wealth we own, that is the wealth of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah gave us on a temporary basis. That's why وَمَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَضْ. Whatever you have, it will finish, it will perish. You have money today, tomorrow you don't have the money, it's finished. You have salary today, your pocket is full. Tomorrow, before the new month starts, you don't have anything. Everything gone. So whatever we possess, it will go. This was the aqidah they have. And to the extent, they used to give the access all the time. There's no problem in giving access to them. But sometimes they used to sacrifice their own selves. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is another aqidah, بَلْ تُؤْثِرُونَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَى. But you give priority to the world. This is to every human being. We give the priority to the world, but the akhirah is better for you. This is the normal conversation to all. Look at the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum. They understood this. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. This is the attribute of Sahaba. And they sacrifice themselves even though they are in need of it. They sacrifice this for others. And we have so many stories of Sahaba like this. And one of the story among them, very famous story, is one of the Sahabi, the Prophet ﷺ sitting, a man came and he said to the Prophet ﷺ, "Okay, I am guest here today." So the Prophet ﷺ asked in his home, "Is there anything food to offer him?" He said, "No, there is nothing. We don't have anything to offer him." So the Prophet ﷺ made an announcement, "Who would like to take this person as a guest in his home tonight?" One of the Sahabi said, "I." He went home and he asked his wife, "What do we have? What do we have to present to our guest?" So she said, "Oh, we don't have anything, but a little bit food which I have kept to feed the children." So he said, "Okay, look, make children go to sleep. Make children go to sleep. And put that food, serve that food in a plate, and give 2 plates to me and him. And then the light in the night, they have the candle or laltin, whatever they had." He said, "Make it down. Put it down. So he cannot see what is in my plate, and give him the plate with food, to me without food." And he did same thing. And the guest ate and he slept, and he just acted and pretended as he was eating. He was moving hand in his plate. And he ate. They both, he slept. In the next morning, they went to the Prophet ﷺ. Prophet ﷺ started smiling and laughing and he said, "What have you done? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with you, that your remembrance is mentioned in the Quran. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ." They sacrifice themselves even though they are in need. There are so many stories like this. And remember this thing. Their aqidah was, وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. You are going back to us on the day of judgment. You are going back to us alone. You are holding the wealth in this world for your parents, for your spouse, for your children. On the day of judgment, you will come alone. None of them will be with you. Everybody will be running away from you. Nobody will bother about each other. You will come furada, alone, single. Kama khalaqnakum awwala marra, as we have created you first time. As you came in this world alone. On the day of judgment, you will come alone. As you came in this world naked, without having anything, you don't possess anything. Similarly, you will come there naked without having anything. And then, وَتَرَكْتُمْ مَا قَوَّلْنَاكُمْ, and you have left behind whatever we have made you owner of. Everything will go. وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِكُمْ, behind your back. That was their aqidah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of us tawfiq. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى ما والاه أما بعد. Dear brothers, when people will be on the day of judgment, كما خلقناكم أول مرة, they will come as they were created the first time, naked, barefooted. They will be coming and standing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will command the earth. He will command the earth. يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا, and the earth will reveal its news. Events happen on earth. So when it will reveal, some of the things will be coming out and people will be really happy when they will see. Imagine Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu is standing, and the earth of Medina is revealing the news that every year this many million people visited and prayed this place. And this person was a part of that mosque. Imagine how he will be feeling, subhanAllah. He would have never imagined that much reward is coming. And we know that Medina is so big, and these days we don't know tomorrow what is going to happen. How many more people will come there? 20, 30 years ago, nobody could imagine that this many million people can go to Hajj and Umrah. Nobody imagined. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it easy. People are going. First, people used to go once in a lifetime. Now people go many times. Tomorrow we don't know how everything will be progressing and modern technology will come and what it will make easy for us. But imagine he will be standing there and seeing this, the news is coming. يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا. Some of the people's news will come, the bad news and the evil news. Oh, he has cheated, he has taken the riba, he has involved in interest, and he built this one, that will come up. News of yours. That, oh, he has built this one on haram. Imagine what will be the situation there. This all is going to happen. So as a Muslim, following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and the history of companions, we should do something that when we stand on the day of judgment, we will be happy. When the news will be coming from here and there. And remember, whatever you give for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is not going to decrease. It is not going to decrease. The calculation says yes, it will go out and it will decrease. But Allah promises, the one who is the owner, the one who has given us, He is saying, وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Whatever Allah has, it is going to remain. And not only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep this deposit as it is. It will increase and increase, as the Prophet ﷺ said, that it will increase and Allah will look after your sadaqah, your infaq, your spending for the sake of Allah in a manner as a person looks after his baby horse. Because he has a lot of hope in that horse, that it will grow very soon, so I can ride it, I can bring him in use and make money out of it. So he will look after it. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will look after your charity like this. Until it grows and grows and grows to the extent of Jabal al-Uhud, the mountain of Uhud. Imagine that. And I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah make all of us among those who correct their aqidah about their wealth, who take the opportunities of goodness in this world and do something for the akhirah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when the news will be revealing on the day of judgment, make our news among the good news, when which we will see our fear of the hellfire will go away, and through that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala